And that's going to be very bad news for them. That should be the game. I'm going to go so far as to announce it. We have 5. We're doing 6 damage with lifelink. And looks like they're going to kill the flyer. So that's 8. Looks like, okay, yeah, I think that's going to be the game. And we'll create a bunch of tokens. Yeah, that's it. Okay, another excellent, incredible game where it looked like the opponent had a very powerful deck. Hey there, welcome to Menacing MTG. We've got such an outrageously fun and simple to build deck. There's not many pricey cards in here. Matter of fact, what we have here is 3 Nighthawk Scavengers that are rare, 2 Luris that are rare, 2 Dramatic Finale that are rare, which is an amazing card, and 2 Tyrite Sanctums that are rare, and a Lockthwain that are rare. Now, you could live without some of those cards for sure, but otherwise, this is a very simple, straightforward deck. Oh, there's a veto too. Yeah, so there's a bunch of rares in here. Sorry, but so this deck has a lot of things going on in here, but really the premise is that you have a lot of 1-drop creatures, and we're using some of the new Strixhaven mechanisms in here. It may not look like it initially, but these Eye Twitch are such a potent card because it's 1-drop flying 1/1. And when it dies, learn. And learn means that you get to go to your sideboard, which are now restricted to 7 cards with the changes to Arena as of this last update. So you get to go into your sideboard and put one of any lesson cards that you have, any one lesson card, into your hand. And in this sideboard is full of, actually this one's got to go. That is not a go because it's green only. But we have 4 of these pest summoning. And there's something I don't understand yet, but I can put 4 of these pest summonings in here, but I can only put 1 necrotic fumes and 1 inkling summoning in here. For some reason, I don't understand it. See, I can't do it. So, yeah, so for some reason, and if anybody knows, please put a comment in under this deck. I'd appreciate figuring that out. So anyway, yeah, you got the Eye Twitch, and you got that sideboard, and you have the 2 Dramatic Finales. Now, this is an outrageous card. It's not necessary to have this card to win it all, but boy, if you get into one of those slugfests late in the game, this is outrageous because whenever a creature you control dies, create a 2/1 black-white inkling creature, token creature, and all tokens you control get +1/+1. Yeah, so there's that. Additionally, of course, having veto with this deck is super, super important. So you can bring any of these things back. The Sanitarium skeleton brings itself back, but yeah, you can bring any of these things back. So yeah, we have a little Death Touch. We have the Boast, gain 1, lose 1. We have the Archivine Vessel, just a single copy in here that you can bring back as a 5/5, but we really don't want a deck that's full of things that you're going to be exiling when you bring them back. We want to be able to reuse them over and over and over again because we have 4 Bastion of Remembrance, and this is an absolutely vital piece to this deck. You get multiple copies of this out, and you're blocking opponents' flyers with Eye Twitch, bringing them back with Luris. Now, how do you you might ask, keep Luris on the battlefield? You know, it's kind of a vulnerable card. You do have 2 copies in here, and you have 3 village rights, so you are cycling through here pretty fast. Well, the answer is that we have 2 Tyrite Sanctum in here, and you will see in, I think, at least a couple of the games that I'm going to post here, that this can put a counter on a legendary creature. The only legendaries in here are Veto and Luris. And then after it has a counter on it, you can use Sanctum and sacrifice it and make it a indestructible god. So yeah, if you have an indestructible Luris on the board with lifelink that you can bring things back every turn with, that is a formula for victory, no doubt about it. So then we have a single Castle Locthwain in here just to be able to have a little extra card draw. The Falmire serves as card draw as well. Yeah, we got some lifelink in here with the Vessel, with the Eidolons. We got a little bit of discard here with the Liliana Steward, which is, it's nice to be able to have something that you can sack, you know, on your own by itself, because you can, if you're stuck, you can gain life with Bastion by sacking this. The opponent has to discard a card, then you can bring it back with Luris. Also, this guy, of course, brings itself back, and the Serrated Scorpion do damage when they die. So yeah, all good there. Then the Nighthawk Scavenger. So yeah, you got the flyers. This guy is just a great card. You can't bring him back with Luris, but it is ultra potent. And then the kick is Veto. So you got stuff dying, Bastions gaining you life. Whatever you gain, Veto does damage to the opponent. And so you lose a Serrated Scorpion. You have a single copy of Bastion on the board. The opponent loses 3 life. You gain 3 life. Then they lose 3 life again. So yeah, those are the pieces, folks. So yeah, you can also make, of course, Veto indestructible and buff it up, and have won a game. You'll see one game in here where Veto uses its mana feature where creatures get lifelink until end of turn. That's age old. But just what a mix of stuff here from such a simple, unassuming deck. I'm beating outrageous things. I'm beating Counterspell Blue. I'm beating kill decks. People don't really want to waste their kill spells on a 1-drop. But it does become a problem. And once you get the Bastions out on the battlefield, it's very, very hard. In this side deck, the Pet Summoning, these guys, you gain a life when they die. You get to put 2 on when you drop this thing. So you lose those things. Then as you block the opponent with them, and you have Veto on the board, you know what happens there. But, you know, so you have a nice, with 8, you'd have 4 of these equaling 8 tokens. We do have this Necrotic Fume, so you sack a creature, which with Bastion on the board can be to your benefit, and get to exile a creature or planeswalker. Inkling Summoning, get you a flyer out there, can be important at times. So there it is. That's the whole 9. I'm going to stop right there. Please consider subscribing. Again, comments if you have any thoughts on the limitations of this sideboard. I'd love to know them. And have a great day. Enjoy. Okay, this is an excellent looking hand. Gives me Luris. We'll keep it. I got Yorion in the companion slot. Okay, so give us a little bit of time to kind of take some action here. Okay, we're getting flooded with mana here. Okay, decent little run. We're going to need a bastion here right away. They got Colossus ready to come on here. We need Bastion of Remembrance right away. Really important. Okay, we did not get it. Getting a ridiculous amount of mana here for a deck with... Okay. For a deck with, I think 22 mana, we've got 5 out of 11. Okay, well, Luris will allow us to bring Eidolon back. We put Luris in jeopardy, though. Okay, this is amazing news here. That's just great. And the opponent is losing a ton of life here. Okay, can't bring that back anymore. Okay, they're going to destroy the enchantment. They don't destroy the enchantment. What the heck was that? And we got Bastion of Remembrance. That's just outrageously enormous. Whoa, game over here. Unless they've got some trick up their sleeve, it's going to be hard to take this out. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That's the game. All right, there it is. We're going to keep this hand. The opponent's likely to think that we'll have Mire's Grasp and Dead Weight on board, but we do not. Okay, one more land would be fabulous. So it begins. We also will need Bastion of Remembrance. And Luris. People don't really like to use kill spells with 1-drops. So it creates a little bit of a rub. Okay, there goes one. Luris in hand. Okay, we need mana. Because mana, actually, one land would really set us up for a while. Okay, Fire Prophecy. They're avoiding the Serrated Scorpions. There it is. We're hoping we don't encounter a sweeper. Like Storm's Wrath, they only have 1 red mana at the moment. Extinction Event would also be tragic. The Mire Triton, that's fine. Oh, ouch. Okay. I need 1 more mana here. If I got a mana, I could bring Lurrus and a 1/1, which would be huge. I don't think we're going to see any attacks. Ooh, we are. Okay, that's great. So Bastion, a land, those are the 2 things we're looking for here. Veto wouldn't hurt either. Okay, not ideal, but we're going to put up Lurrus. Really fearing an extinction event, as everything we have on the battlefield has odd converted mana cost. Okay, I'm guessing that the opponent does not have any answers for our Nighthawks, so they're just gonna run out their timeouts there. We'll see. If they continue to play real slow, I would, okay. That's something, but it's not going to do it for them. And we can bring things back at this point, so, Roxa, okay, that's not a problem. So we'll get card draw, then we'll get to play something from the graveyard. Oh my, they're going to attack. Yikes. Ooh, we get mana. Okay, so we can only play one of these. It's got to be the Scorpion. And this will end the game right here. We'll keep this hand. It's excellent. The 1 swamp is a bit limiting. Like right there. We will be able to bring Bastion out next turn, which is great. We need another black land. Alright, another bastion. We'll take it. Spells trouble for the opponent. Maybe a little bit of sting here. They're going to need to get something on with lifelink. And one black mana would really put them in very, very serious disrepair. We're just not getting it. If they don't get lifelink on the board, this game is going to be over very quickly. Actually, this turn. Well, not exactly. Although possibly. Okay, Death Touch, not lifelink. Okay, there's black mana. That presents a major problem. We can boast here. Oh boy. Oops. Yeah, this should do it. Well, maybe they'll have one. Oh, they let it in. Okay, they let it in. And with no lifelink, things are looking pretty grim. Yeah, that's just not going to do it. I mean, I can just end the game killing something right now with this. Why not? Okay, there it is. Okay, definitely keeper here. We've got Bastion, a 1-drop, and some Village Rites. That should all work. We'll hope for one more 1-drop by turn 2, next turn. Didn't get it. That's okay. So now we're going to hold off on Village Rites till after Bastion of Remembrance. Okay, that could be Saw It Coming, which would be a heartbreaker. With Bastion of Remembrance. They got no mana, so we're going to get it on. I'm going to have to say that Saw It Coming is the most likely thing that he has in his hand. All 3 of my Village Rites in hand. Not necessarily ideal. Bastion of Remembrance. We're going to attack. And we're going to be exceptionally patient here. We're going to end the turn. Next turn, we're going to try to bring on Eye Twitch or another 1/1. Then Bastion of Remembrance, trying to, I guess it was not a counterspell, which is too bad. I would have loved to get the second Bastion of Remembrance on. Let's see if they're going to stay put here. Okay, they go with Cosmos Elixir, which is actually really good news for me. I don't like that card. I mean, I love that card, but it's not good for the enemy to have that card. But we've got great stuff here. They're tapped out. So this is tremendous, especially given that we have Village Rights. So excellent shape here. We just don't want to start drawing cards because we'll eventually be able to, I think, match them with land, with life in the life department. Okay, whoa, a third Bastion here. Oh crap, they negate. Okay. That's too bad. Give me a 1-drop. We get a 1-drop. It comes up. We get a land. It comes up. We have a Village Rights. Not too bad. They'll gain 2 with Cosmos, and they've got 5 lands, so some big things are going to occur from our opponent. They throw something into Foretell. Okay. Alright, not exactly what I want. I'm looking for a Lurrus or something here. Or a Veto. Or the big enchantment. The dramatic enchantment. Let's see what we get. I think we're going to have this game in hand. Waiting on the opponent here. They're tapped out, so there we go. Okay, Serrated Scorpion in, not great here. It'll keep their land-bound things from coming in. And yes, we're coming in. And amazingly, they don't kill the flyer. I think they're afraid of what we'll be able to pull as a lesson. Okay, so they can't bring any ground-bound creatures in. I don't think they'll attack at all, so we're in a nice pattern here. And the Serrated Scorpions, you know, they don't want to block those. They thirst for meaning. They're loaded up on cards with something in Foretell. We've got plenty of mana, so we'll use Castle Lochthwain. Okay, they got Narfi in hand. can't play it. So they don't have any black mana. So they're stuck not being able to play that at the moment. Although no, they can bring it back. So they just discarded it that product. They may not have any black mana. You can just use 3 snow mana to play it. Land is not what I really wanted. We're going to go ahead and click this. Okay, we get a scavenger. We'll bring it up. That could be the kiss of death right there. Everything comes. Really, they don't want to kill anything here. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to block to not kill. They are going to kill a scorpion. That is a surprise. First for meaning. Drawing cards like crazy here. They're going to want to send that Nighthawk Scavenger back to my hand if they have any capacity to do so. Okay, they got 7 mana, something in Foretell, bunch of cards. Narfi in exile. Ooh, another Cosmos. That is a big help for them. Be a nice time for a counterspell. They don't go for it. We're going to roll the dice here. This is a vicious thing. Oh, it's on. Unbelievable. We'll throw up the Valmire. They seem not to have counterspells. It's on. Unbelievable. Here we go. We could be approaching the end for this opponent. They're going to let Nighthawk Scavenger in. Nothing dies, unfortunately. They seem to know the importance of that. Down to 3. We'll go up to 7 with the Cosmos Elixirs. Oh, Allrund, okay. Allrund, rather. Well, that's a big move for them. As they're going to get to use Cosmos Elixirs times 2. Yeah, they're not going to be able to attack. They could come in with the 1 flyer. Whoa, what are they thinking? Please come in with that. Not sure why I couldn't block. Can't be blocked, okay. It's their turn again. Up to 11, this is going to get hard for us here. They got a bunch of flyers now, so they can actually kill Foulmire Knight. To draw a veto would be amazing. Ooh, that hurts really bad. Really, really bad. I think they're done. Are they going to attack? Okay, that is super good news. And now I can give everything lifelink. And that's going to be very bad news for them. That should be the game. I'm going to go so far as to announce it. We have 5. We're doing 6 damage with lifelink. And looks like they're going to kill the flyer. So that's 8. Looks like, okay, yeah, I think that's going to be the game. And we'll create a bunch of tokens. Yeah, that's it. Okay, another excellent, incredible game where it looked like the opponent had a very powerful deck. And just this deck is amazing.